Happy New Year, you lovely lot. I hope you're all safe and well. I hope you've enjoyed your holiday season. It is now in between Christmas and New Year when I'm filming this, but it won't come out until the New Year. So I hope you had a good one, and I hope all of your New Year's resolutions will come true and you will achieve. But for now, welcome back. My name's Marcus. This is Notch to 11, and welcome back to another 2 to 3 hour dig on my new fields. As you can see behind me, it's a very misty, murky, damp and wet day. Waterproof trousers today, but I managed to wangle a few hours away from everything else. So I thought I'd come down here and make the most of it. Last time I was here, I found my first silver hammered for some time, but definitely my first silver hammered on these particular fields. So I've come back and I'm going to head straight to where I found that first one. That will come as no surprise to you, and see if we can find some more. So thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoy what you see, and we'll see you out there. Well, within just a few short steps, got one in the top 60s, early 70s. Let's just turn and see. Yeah, about the same. Yeah, got to be worth a dig, innit? Somewhere about there. Oh yeah, it's a very still, very wintry, calm day. Not straight out anyway. 72 now. Is it you? What are you? So, first target of the day is, oh yeah, nice. A very, very squished lead bullet. That's all right, we don't mind that. Let's move on. Okay, third target. I'm back out with the Deus 2 again today. Only reason being, it was fully charged when I used it the other day. So there's no point messing about. I do get asked quite a bit actually, why have you not used the Manticore for a while? Honest answer, if I'm really honest, I prefer the Deus 2. It's just I'm more used to it. I've still got a lot to learn on the Manticore. I do promise to take it out again, do some videos with it. But yeah, my go-to machine seems to be the Deus 2 nowadays, just because I know it so well. Anyway, we had an 88, pretty deep actually, as you can see down there. A good 7, 8, maybe 9 inches. And I think we've got our first coin. I've just thrown the kind of clod out to there, and I can see an edge staring back at me, which is there. So I am suspecting we have a coin. Yeah. Lovely. So who it is just yet? Oh yeah, looks like it's George the 5th, isn't it? George the 5th halfpenny. Lovely and green again. Okay, see if we can get a date off it. Back to you in a sec. There we are. 1920 something, is it? 1920 maybe? Yeah, a little halfpenny. In lovely condition. Nice and jade green, look. George the 5th. Excellent, we're off and running with a coin. See you in a bit. Right, next one. 97. Not deep, but it's staying as a 97, and you just got to get the tripod out. It could well be rubbish, but up there, could be Crotal Bell territory, could be big silver coin territory, maybe. Oh no, there's a coin though. I think I can see it already. Copper though. Yay! Second coin on the bash. Bit more modern, that's why it's probably ringing a bit higher. Look, a bit more orange. It's going to be a Queen Elizabeth II. 10p or something like that. Let me give it a quick squirt. Back to you in a sec. Not a 10p, a 2p. That's all right though, that's the second coin, and we move on. And a third coin, I think. Oh, it's going well so far. Only dug about, what, 6 or 7 targets max, and 3 of which have been a coin, or appears to be a coin anyway. Yeah, it's a coin. Let's give it a squirt. Excellent. Well, it's a bit crusty, but that's a ship's halfpenny. Yes, a ship's Halfpenny. Oh, wicked. 3 coins. Not seen the best life in the ground, this one. But we'll take it. Nice little ship's halfpenny. 3rd coin. See if we can find some of the shinier ones. See you in a bit. Right, well, next one. We've got another one in the 80s. Where is it? 84. Let's put those 2 down. Could we be on our 4th coin? That is the question. Oh, there's a bit of green. Yes. Yes is the answer to that question. We are another coin. All right, that feels a bit thinner, that one. So hopefully that's a little bit older than what we found so far. So out with a squirty bottle again, and we shall see. Yeah, a lot smoother and a lot thinner than the previous 3 we found. But unless I'm imagining things, I think that kind of orangey bit there is the kind of back of someone's bust facing right, and that would be his ponytail. So if that is the case, this could well be a William III halfpenny. Very smooth on the other side, so I don't know if I'm just dreaming things, but yeah, we'll take that back home. If it is, you know, what was he, 1690s, early 1700s, something like that. So yeah, good 300 years old if it is. Yeah, so with a bit of love and attention and or pink stuff, we might be able to identify that one back at the ranch. So excellent, 4th coin. Well, I don't know if you can see, but here is where I've just found my 4th coin, which is, or we think might be a William III halfpenny. And then right next door, where is it? We got another kind of 84, 85. So whilst the phone was out, I thought I might as well grab the tripod and do a live dig in case we're on our 5th coin. I've definitely found a little hotspot of targets, you know, which is great. So could we be on another coin? Yep, it's out. It's dropped to 83 now. No, that takes me to put the camera out, the tripod out, wasn't it? Little cow taggy type thing. Oh well, let's move on. Of not a lot. So how long have I been here so far? I've been here about 55 minutes so far. After an electric start, I had a bit of a quiet patch. A few targets, but not much to write home about. Then we had a 59. Full disclosure, I have had it out. I thought at first it was a thimble. Then I thought, oh no, it's not a thimble, it's just the end of a cane. And now I think it is a thimble again. So I thought I'd turn the camera on and show it to you, because I just gave it a wipe, and you can see that unmistakable dotting, patterning of a thimble. It's quite a tall and thin one though, so I'm presuming for a specific finger or use, I don't know. Yeah, not much to it other than the fact that it's a thimble, but it's pretty whole, so that's quite nice. We don't mind that at all. And yeah, we'll probably clean up quite nice. I've got a number of those in my cabinet, so I suspect once that's clean and arty sealed, it will be sitting next to them. Excellent. Thimble, thimble, thimble. Hey Lee? The next one is quite nice. Again, full disclosure, I have picked it up. It was a 64, 63, 64. Nearly turned the camera on for it because that's where that little silver hammered coin came up on those tones, those numbers. It's not, obviously. It's copper. The 60s is copper as well. Yeah, I thought it was going to be nothing when I first picked it up, but actually, as you can see, I reckon that's part of a nice fancy buckle. So yeah, I don't think it's anything different than that. All snapped off, unfortunately, and obviously this little pattern with the hole in it was going to continue that way and that way. So yeah, it would have been probably quite a fancy Tudor type shoe buckle or some other buckle, I don't know. But yeah, very pretty nonetheless. And we move on. Right, the next one was a very, very scratchy 89, 90, 91. Deep, it's about a pinpointer down. I've got it out and it's cleaned up to a really nice 93. So I thought before I do any more, I will get the tripod out, turn the camera on and see, in case we're on our, that would be our 5th coin, I think, wouldn't it? Here somewhere, wasn't it? Oh, what's that? That's you. Ooh, hang on. Ah, I thought you were silver then. I thought you were silver. I don't think you are. I thought it was worth turning the camera on then for a second. Oh, what is that? I don't know actually. There's a bit of silver into it. I saw a flash of silver there, but it's copper. I don't know. That might just be a bit of cack. I'm not sure. I'll give it a squirt. Don't think it is silver. If there's anything there, I'll let you know. Failing that, yeah, an interesting one. No idea though. See you in a bit. Well, that's a bit of a mystery. I'm pretty sure that's not silver, but if it's not, it's doing a good impersonation of it. With like this copper ring, and the silver is inside as well, look. It kind of looks like the kind of material you'd get on a speaker, or, you know, that kind of, I don't know. Very weird. Yeah, that's a real mystery, that one. If you've got any ideas, do let me know in the comments, because I is stumped. Anyway, we'll crack on. 74, lead pistol shot, proper history. Well, it's gone a bit quiet on the targets, has to be said. Where am I now? Time-wise, probably got about 40 minutes left, I would suggest. Where is it? Oh yeah, it sounds awful this side. Yeah, it's 86, 87, but it's suddenly gone from an okay signal to a bit of a scratchy one, so bit of a grunt in there as well, so we might be revealing nothing, but we've got to give it a whirl. As I say, targets have dried up a little bit of late. It is only a short hunt, so I can't complain. Oh, that's better. 87 and a lot brighter now. It's out. What year? What are you? Don't know. It's crusty on the back. Yeah, that's a bit of iron build up. Oh, that's why the grunt. Bit of rust on the back. But that might be a coin, you know. Yeah, cool. Worth a live dig after all. Right, let's give it a clean up and I'll be back to you momentarily. Telltale signs of orange coming through there. Yes, I rather suspect that's a 30, 40, well, 40, 50-year-old halfpenny. Yeah, Queen Elizabeth II. Yeah, I think that's what we'll call it, and we will move on. But it's a coin, and we don't mind that. So, yeah, about 40 minutes to go. So let's hope for a few good ones. See you in a bit. Well, gang, you've seen it here first. I found a ritual burial. Absolutely. Not one, but 2 forks. Bent over, obviously, to appease the gods, and buried together for all eternity, only for Notch to 11 to dig it up. Fork's sake. Well, the next one's quite nice. It was a 64. And only just under the surface, as you can see, just scraped it away really with the pinpointer. And it's a little lead tobacco jar lid. Unmistakable. I've had 2 or 3 of those over the years. Still got the little bit, obviously, that attached to the lid as well. Yeah, you'd have taken the lid off and dived into your tobacco, if that was your fancy back in the day. So yeah, little party fact on the turn for home. Starting to get close to the end now, and we might have another coin. As you can see, it was in the 79-80. Not that deep, 4 or 5 inches down, I suppose. But I can see it already. Haven't touched it yet. I'm thinking that's a coin. Yes. What's that, 6? I don't remember now. Which for me is quite a few coins. Another copper one, sadly. Wish it had been silver, but beggars cannot be choosers. Right, let's just give that a clean up, see what we've got here. There we are. Little farthing. Georgius V. George V. Again, not in the best condition, but bent up as well. Oh yeah, I think just about to see Britannia there, look, and you can see FART. So yeah, absolutely and definitely a farthing. George V. And another coin. So we've had a little bit of a coin shoot in the mist, haven't we? Excellent. Right, let's crack on so we can get a couple more. Well, folks, we might have done it. It's often the way, isn't it? It's the last target of the day, and that is literally the last target of the day. I'm about 15, 20 paces from walking off the field. My normal phone has just died on me. I came out with not nearly enough battery, and surprise, surprise, it ran out on the last dig. So luckily I always carry a backup phone in my rucksack, which is fully charged. It's not the best audio, it's not the best video, so I'm hoping it's going to come out okay. But I think we've had a 6970, and I don't want to get too excited, but I think we might have ended with the Roman brooch. I haven't touched it yet, other than it flicked out and it came out off that clod here, but it looks very green and it looks suspiciously like that shape you would expect. Oh, it's heavy as well. Gotta be, isn't it? Yes, oh, don't swear, Marcus. You absolute beauty. I can't believe it. Yeah, it's gotta be. Absolute, yeah, no doubt. Absolutely no doubt. Having been a little bit frustrated for the second half of my dig, having not found a huge amount other than tut, just about to walk off and do the outro, and we've done it. That is definitely a Roman fibula brooch. Of that I am sure. Wow, right, let's give it a clean up. It deserves a squirt and a clean up, doesn't it? I'll come back to you in a sec. Well, there's no denying that, is there? That's an absolute beauty. I'll just give it a gentle clean. That's all I'm going to do to it, but that is a stonker. Yeah, I have only ever found one part of one of these before, and that was right at the start of my YouTubing career, so that's a good 3 years ago. But this is my second of that, there is no doubt. A bit of Roman, ladies and gents, to finish. What an afternoon. Literally just 3 hours. But we'll take it. Some coins, some artifacts, some party facts, and a bit of Roman for your viewing pleasure. Fantastic. Wow. Well, I shan't do an outro again. Let's just go straight to the roundup so you can see this a bit closer up and hopefully a bit cleaner. But yeah, Roman in the mist. See you soon. Take care. Well, I really enjoyed that 3 hours on a murky, misty, cold afternoon between Christmas and the New Year. I enjoyed every minute. As you can see, it's a pretty full, fine slate. And as I often say, not everything makes it to the slate. The aluminium and that kind of general stuff either goes in the scrap or the bin. Yeah, but plenty of targets and plenty more to be found, I am sure. We had plenty of stuff, plenty of fragments of lead, some lead bits, including a little pistol shot, a little squished bullet, which I think was my first find of the day, and a little tobacco jar lid, which is pretty cool, don't mind that. Plenty of stuff in the copper and cat corner, including rivets and various bits and bobs, couple of forks, no fork handles, other little bolty bits and nutty bits, 4 bits of clay pipe. Never mind finding or picking them up off the field if you needed a clearer indication of people walking over that field over years gone by. That's it. What else did we have? We had a couple of ringy bits. We ended up with 1 full thimble and 2 fragments. I haven't cleaned much of this, if anything, but that will get a nice good clean and a bit of artiseal. We've got this thing here, which continues to stump me. It still reminds me, the material reminds me of that kind of speaker material. If you've got any ideas, let me know. Presumably that sat in something. I don't know. It's definitely not silver anyway, but it's a nice little intriguing party fact. 3 bits of buckle, and we had a little dress stud, a little hobnail. We had 4 buttons in total and 6 coins in total, including a couple of Elizabeth II, a 2p and a halfp. We had a very crusty George V ship's halfpenny, 2 George V. We had a farthing and a 1936, I think it's 1936 halfpenny, in pretty good condition, that one. That will clean up nicely. I've given this a very brief wipe. Very hard to see, but I'm pretty confident that is a William III halfpenny, so about 300 years old, so that's okay. But obviously the dedication, the best find of the day, and the time spent on the roundup has to be given to this little thing of beauty. Again, it's not been cleaned at all since the field, other than I used a plastic toothpick just to dig out that mud. The rest is as I found it. It's going to need a good clean up, and obviously the relevant preservation material, i.e. artesil, to go onto it. Don't know if you can see that coming through, but there's a little bit of design to it. There's a little bit of silvering on it, so presumably that would have been silvered at once upon a time. I'm assuming it's Roman. If you think it's older, let me know, but I'm presuming that's a lovely little Roman brooch, little fibula brooch, and it's a thing of beauty. I am so pleased to have found Roman on that field. Let's hope there's plenty more where that came from, but I thoroughly enjoyed finding this, and I'll look forward to putting that in the cabinet. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Thanks as always for your love and support, and I'll see you very soon. Take care.